Even to this day, some people in Argentina are still begging for a World Cup replay. It just shows how used they are to getting handouts first in Qatar and now in this tournament. They think if they cry loud enough, they will get their way, but it is never happening. Yet people are still scratching their heads over how Spain completely schooled Argentina on the pitch. Some fans genuinely believe Argentina threw the match, because they just cannot process getting dominated so thoroughly on the world stage. So they retreat into this parallel universe where they play the victim, claiming the sport is broken because Spain was somehow allowed to win, like they were handed the trophy on a silver platter. After all that chaos in the Argentina versus England match, they think the path was cleared for Spain. Everything was supposedly rigged for a Spanish victory. Right, because that makes total sense. Is that why Spain celebrated in light blue and white, because the script was written beforehand and they forgot their own colors? Please. The stage was completely set for an Argentine victory. The simple truth is they lost because Spain put on a clinic. If Spain had not completely outclassed them that day, I can guarantee you that Argentina would be the ones lifting the trophy. Our team had to play a flawless game and completely lock down their own box. Even then, refs still disallowed clear Spanish goals. Spain basically had to score 3 times just to get one single goal on the scoreboard. But look beyond the scoreboard. There is something else the whole world finally noticed. It comes down to basic character and sportsmanship. Think about how Lionel Messi is always portrayed the humble superstar, the golden standard, the very definition of footballing humility. He is supposed to be the ultimate beacon of fair play, the absolute model of how to carry yourself on the pitch. We have been told for years that he is the ultimate example, not just as a legendary player, but as a class act who knows how to win and how to lose. Well, we all know that is not the truth. Just remember what happened with Marc Cucurella. In my own circle, plenty of Barca fans now view Messi in a totally different light after that final. I actually had to argue with them. Look, Messi did plenty of questionable things even while playing for Barcelona. He has always been a sore loser. I have seen him in a Barcelona jersey spitting directly at an opponent. I have watched him blast the ball straight into the rival crowd out of sheer frustration. So let us not pretend he suddenly turned into a villain or a sore loser just because of the drama in this World Cup final. This attitude has always been there just like any other player. He has had his ugly moments. But it depends on the jersey he wears. He has been heavily protected by the media for his entire career. We have seen him lose his temper like that multiple times. But look at how Flaco Lopez set a real example for his teammates. He showed true leadership and respect in that final, and everyone watching the game saw it. Meanwhile, we have to listen to endless crying from fans begging for a replay and claiming they were robbed. They claim threats and pressure forced the loss. Honestly, just stop crying. Look at Ángel Di Maaría. He is as Argentine as they come. And even he is shutting down all this noise. Di Maaría flat out admitted how good Spain was. When they asked him how he saw the final, he was honest. The winger admitted it was tough. Things just did not go our way. Spain played incredible football. We could not win the ball back, and that really hurt us. But that is just how the game goes. These things happen. But like I told your colleague just a moment ago, for me, the real tournament ended in the semifinals. That was the ultimate joy for our entire country. And celebrating these young guys right now is truly a beautiful thing. There are plenty of other sensible Argentines who feel the same way. Seriously, the endless complaining needs to stop. It is time to face reality. Days have passed since the final whistle, yet we are still hearing the exact same excuses. Honestly, it is mind-blowing. The drama surrounding this final is endless, even though the entire world saw exactly what went down. Everyone watched beautiful football crush anti-football. It was a complete and total masterclass. Yet some still insist this final will only be remembered because Argentina was targeted. They keep complaining about outside pressure, but they are just making excuses to avoid facing the harsh truth. The rest of the world saw justice. We saw a masterclass. That is what happened, so keep crying because you cannot handle the lesson. It is just how it is. No arguments. That is the end of it. Di Maaría, for example, showed us how it is done. Knowing how to lose is crucial. Too bad Messi did not get the memo. The ultimate role model, the player everyone looks up to, completely failed to set any kind of example in that final. And that hurts. It is not just that Spain completely schooled Argentina either, no. It is that so many people have lost respect for Messi. And I am not talking about Real Madrid fans taking easy shots. I mean the entire world. The whole world. You have to know how to win, but also how to lose. You have to accept defeat. Sure, you can get angry. Out of pure frustration, you might lash out a bit. But what he did to Cucurella was no example. It was just a display of terrible sportsmanship. And the entire world saw it. Every single person. That is the truth. This whole petition to replay the World Cup is just a joke. Wake up to reality. You lost the tournament, and honestly, you were lucky to even get that far. Your best game was against England, and that was only because of their game plan, just sitting back and defending. That was the only reason. It was not because you gave some masterclass or got to the final playing some beautiful, exquisite football. You had the easiest path imaginable against much weaker teams, and you still struggled. And against England, like I said, it was because they played scared against Argentina. But the moment you faced a real team that actually knew how to play, they ran all over you. That is the reality. Just accept it. I get that it hurts. It must really sting because the crying, the conspiracy theories, and the criticism just keep going on. But you are not fooling anyone. Not anymore. And that petition of yours is completely useless. It is just proof that the whining is not going to stop anytime soon. So, let me know what you think about all this. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I will be reading them. Take care, and see you next time. Bye.